Don't drink plain water again. After 60, the simple hydration shift that supports better blood flow. Imagine waking up one morning, swinging your legs over the side of the bed and feeling that familiar heaviness in your feet. Your hands are cold, even though the room is warm. You stand up and the room tilts for a second. You tell yourself it's just age. You drink a full glass of plain water like you've been told your whole life will fix everything, and still the fog in your head lingers. Still the energy never quite returns. Still your legs feel like they're moving through wet sand by mid-afternoon. What if the very habit you trusted most, drinking plain water, wasn't wrong, but incomplete? What if after 60 the way your body uses that water changes, and a small practical adjustment could help? Powerful hook. Imagine waking up one morning after your 60th birthday and realizing that the simple glass of plain water you've trusted your entire life is no longer doing what it used to. Your hands feel colder than they should. Your legs feel heavier after a short walk. Your energy dips in the afternoon even when you've slept well. And somewhere deep inside, your blood isn't flowing as freely as it once did. Most people over 60 never connect these quiet changes to the way they hydrate. They keep filling the same glass with the same plain water, believing they're doing everything right. But the body after 60 is not the body of 30 or 40. The rules of hydration shift. Thirst becomes unreliable. Blood vessels lose some of their youthful flexibility. Plasma volume becomes harder to maintain, and plain water alone, without the right support, can leave your circulation working harder than it needs to. What if one small, intentional change in how you approach water could help your blood move more easily, support healthier vessel function, and leave you feeling warmer, lighter, and more energized? Stay with me, because what you're about to learn could change the way you drink for the rest of your life. Hello everyone, and welcome to Health Journey, where we bring you science-backed health information to help you live a healthier and longer life. Today we're talking about something that affects nearly every person over 60, yet almost no one discusses clearly: how aging changes the way water works in your body, and what you can do to support better blood flow through smarter hydration. This is not about throwing away water. Water remains essential. It is about understanding why the same plain glass that served you well for decades may need a thoughtful upgrade after 60, and how simple, evidence-aligned habits can help your circulation work more efficiently. Let's start with what actually happens inside the body as we age. Total body water declines, muscle mass decreases, and muscle is one of the body's main water reservoirs. The thirst mechanism becomes less sensitive. Studies have shown that older adults can go longer without feeling thirsty, even when objective markers of dehydration are present. Kidneys become less efficient at concentrating urine, so the body loses more water than it once did. At the same time, blood vessels undergo changes. The endothelium, the delicate inner lining of arteries and veins, produces less nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the molecule that signals vessels to relax and widen. When its production drops, vessels become a little stiffer and less responsive. Blood can become slightly more viscous if plasma volume dips. The heart has to work harder to push that blood through the network of arteries, capillaries, and veins that nourish every organ and muscle. Dehydration, even the mild chronic kind that many older adults live with without realizing it, makes these changes worse. Lower plasma volume means thicker blood. Thicker blood moves more slowly. Peripheral circulation to hands, feet, and skin can suffer. Cognitive sharpness can dip. Fatigue rises. The risk of urinary tract infections, constipation, dizziness on standing, and even falls increases. Research from the National Institutes of Health has linked markers of suboptimal hydration with higher biological age and greater odds of developing chronic conditions affecting the heart, lungs, and brain. Staying well hydrated is not a minor lifestyle detail after 60, it is foundational. The idea that plain water somehow becomes harmful is a myth. Water is never the enemy. The problem is that many people after 60 rely only on plain water, while their bodies are losing electrolytes through urine and sweat, producing less nitric oxide, and experiencing reduced thirst signals. The result is incomplete cellular hydration and less efficient blood flow. The practical response is not to stop drinking water. It is to drink enough fluid consistently and to give the body the supporting nutrients that help maintain plasma volume, vessel flexibility, and healthy blood viscosity. Common risk factors that make circulation and hydration more challenging after 60 include reduced physical activity, certain medications such as diuretics or blood pressure drugs that affect fluid balance, high sodium diets that can disrupt electrolyte balance over time, chronic conditions like diabetes or kidney disease, and simply the natural decline in muscle mass and thirst sensation. People who spend long hours sitting, those who limit fluids because they fear frequent bathroom trips, and those who rely heavily on caffeinated or sugary drinks instead of water are especially vulnerable. Early warning signs that hydration and circulation need attention often appear quietly. Dry mouth that does not resolve easily, darker urine or less frequent urination, mild afternoon fatigue, cold hands or feet, occasional lightheadedness when standing, slight swelling in the ankles by evening, brain fog that improves after drinking, muscle cramps that seem to come out of nowhere, skin that feels less elastic. These are not dramatic emergencies, but they are the body's way of signaling that fluid balance and blood flow could be optimized. Symptoms of more noticeable circulatory strain can include persistent cold extremities, leg heaviness or aching after walking, slower healing of small cuts, and in some cases, elevated blood pressure readings related to vessel stiffness. Severe dehydration brings stronger symptoms: confusion, rapid heartbeat, very dry skin and mouth, and reduced urine output. Those require prompt medical attention. Always remember that individual symptoms can have many causes. This information is educational. Consult your healthcare professional for personal medical advice, especially if you have existing heart, kidney, or blood pressure conditions. Scientifically, blood flow depends on several interacting factors: the volume and viscosity of the blood, the ability of vessels to dilate, the pumping efficiency of the heart, and the health of the microcirculation in capillaries. Hydration supports plasma volume. Adequate electrolytes help cells maintain fluid balance. Nitric oxide produced by the endothelium allows vessels to widen in response to need. Aging reduces endothelial nitric oxide production. Dietary nitrates found in certain vegetables can be converted by oral bacteria into nitrite and then into nitric oxide, offering a pathway that partially bypasses age-related declines. This is one reason foods and drinks rich in natural nitrates have been studied for their effects on blood pressure and vascular function in older adults. Magnesium supports vessel relaxation. Potassium helps balance sodium and supports healthy blood pressure. None of these work like a drug that instantly transforms circulation. They support the body's existing systems over time when used consistently as part of an overall healthy pattern. Prevention centers on consistent habits rather than dramatic fixes. Aim for regular fluid intake throughout the day rather than large amounts at once. Many older adults do better with smaller, frequent sips. Keep water visible and within easy reach. Set gentle reminders if thirst is unreliable. Include water-rich foods at every meal: cucumbers, watermelon, strawberries, oranges, tomatoes, zucchini, and leafy greens. These contribute to total fluid intake while delivering vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Limit excessive alcohol, which can promote fluid loss. Be mindful with caffeine. Moderate amounts are generally fine, but balance them with water. Nutrition plays a central supporting role. Focus on a pattern rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats such as those in olive oil, nuts, and fatty fish. Leafy greens and beets provide natural nitrates. Citrus fruits supply vitamin C, which supports collagen in vessel walls and may help preserve nitric oxide. Magnesium-rich foods like spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds, and black beans assist muscle and vessel function. Potassium from bananas, potatoes, avocados, and beans helps counteract the effects of excess sodium for many people. Omega-3 fatty acids from fish or flax seeds support overall vascular health. If you consider adding mineral water or a small pinch of high-quality sea salt to some of your water, do so cautiously and only after discussing it with your doctor, because sodium needs vary widely, and excess can be harmful for those with hypertension or fluid retention issues. Coconut water is sometimes suggested for potassium, yet it is not appropriate for everyone, particularly those with kidney concerns or high potassium levels. Always personalize. Lifestyle habits that meaningfully support blood flow include daily movement. Walking is one of the most accessible and effective tools. Even 20 to 30 minutes of comfortable walking most days encourages shear stress on vessel walls, which stimulates nitric oxide production. Simple calf raises, ankle circles, and gentle stretching while seated improve lower leg circulation. Avoid prolonged sitting. Stand or walk briefly every hour. Maintain a healthy weight range, because excess weight increases the work the circulatory system must do. Prioritize sleep, since poor sleep is linked to higher blood pressure and inflammation. Manage stress through breathing exercises, time outdoors, or activities you enjoy. Smoking cessation is non-negotiable for vessel health. If you have been inactive, begin slowly and build gradually under guidance if needed. Common myths deserve clear correction. Myth 1: After 60, you should stop drinking plain water. Fact: plain water remains vital. The goal is sufficient total fluid plus supportive nutrients when appropriate. Myth 2: you only need to drink when thirsty. Fact: thirst becomes less reliable with age, so scheduled intake is wiser. Myth 3: 8 glasses is a rigid rule for everyone. Fact: needs vary by body size, activity, climate, medications, and health conditions. Myth 4: any electrolyte drink is automatically better. Fact: many commercial versions contain excess sugar or unnecessary additives. Whole foods and simple homemade options are often preferable. Myth 5: circulation problems after 60 are inevitable and untreatable by lifestyle. Fact: while aging changes vessels, consistent hydration, movement, and nutrition can meaningfully support function and quality of life. Practical daily tips that fit real lives start with the morning. Upon waking, drink a glass of room temperature water before coffee or tea. Room temperature is often gentler and may support more comfortable absorption for some people. If your doctor agrees, consider adding a squeeze of fresh lemon or a few slices of cucumber for flavor and minor nutrient support. Later in the day, try an infused water with berries or mint to make consistent intake easier. Pair hydration with movement. After drinking, take a short walk or do a few minutes of gentle mobility work. This combination of fluid volume and increased blood flow through activity is more powerful than either alone. Track urine color as a rough guide. Pale straw is generally a good sign, though medications and supplements can alter color. Keep a reusable bottle nearby. If swallowing large volumes is uncomfortable, use smaller glasses more often. In hot weather or during illness, increase intake and watch for signs of imbalance. For those interested in nitrate support, a modest amount of beetroot in the diet or as a diluted juice consumed regularly rather than as a one-time event has been studied for modest improvements in blood pressure and vascular function in some older adults. Pairing it with vitamin C-rich foods may help. Hibiscus tea has shown blood pressure lowering effects in certain trials. Green tea provides antioxidants. None of these replace medical care or guaranteed dramatic results. Effects are usually gradual and individual. Introduce any new food or drink slowly and observe how you feel. Key takeaways are straightforward. After 60, prioritize consistent fluid intake because thirst and water conservation decline. Support that fluid with nutrient-dense foods that provide electrolytes, nitrates, and antioxidants. Move your body daily to stimulate healthy vessel responses. Watch for quiet signs of dehydration or sluggish circulation and respond early. Avoid extremes and unproven claims of instant miracles. Work with your healthcare provider, especially regarding medications, kidney function, blood pressure, and any supplements. Small, sustainable habits compound into better energy, warmer extremities, clearer thinking, and greater confidence in daily life. You have already taken an important step by seeking this information. The body after 60 is capable of remarkable adaptation when given steady, intelligent support. Start with 1 glass of water in the morning, add a short walk, include more water-rich produce, and build from there. Notice how your energy, comfort, and sense of vitality respond over the coming weeks. Your circulation is not fixed. Your habits shape it every single day. If this conversation has been helpful, please like this video so more people over 60 can find it. Subscribe to Health Journey for more science-backed guidance on living stronger and longer. Leave a comment telling us which tip you plan to try first or what circulation challenges you have noticed. And share this video with someone you care about who might benefit. Thank you for spending this time with us. Take care of yourself, drink wisely, move daily, and keep investing in the health that lets you enjoy the years ahead.